y'all. It's a great day here at the Raytown Travel Agency. May I help? May I help? May I help you? So I'm up here to pick up Rayon from school, and then I got to pick up Jalen from school. And I'm going to finish up the testifying. So, Churches has their honey butter biscuit chicken tender. So that's what I ordered. With some okra and some french fries. Now, they gave me the wrong sauce, so I don't have the sauce to try. They gave me honey mustard, but it's supposed to come with a honey butter sauce. So, don't have that, but I do have the tender. Let me say grace real quick. Grace the sauce like the food butter. That's like, I think it's the same. Amen. Hey, Big Casino. You can tell the breading looks a little different than what their normal, hey, Nixie, what their normal tenders look like. Good. It's not sweet at all. It's not sweet at all. You probably need the honey sauce that it comes with, which they didn't give me. They gave me honey mustard, so. But they're good. The tenders are good. They actually, to me, taste more seasoned than the others. Also, I found if it's supposed to be a honey butter batter, then it should be sweet. If you put honey in your batter, it should be sweet. They didn't actually do that. This is just the biscuit batter, and then you need to dip it in the honey, which they didn't give me. Trust me, if I tell you I'm going to make you some honey cornbread, it's going to be sweet. It's going to taste like honey. Otherwise, it's false advertising. They can get sued for it, though. When I was a kid, you know, if it was Burger King, I think it was Burger King. Burger King got sued for saying they had a double cheeseburger, and it was two patties and one piece of cheese because it was called a double cheeseburger. It's supposed to have two pieces of cheese. They got sued for that. I got to get more fans first. I live in a place where don't nobody want to come, so I need a whole lot more fans before I try and do a meet and greet for me. I have friends, I have family. Hey, Prime, but I don't have no large amount of people that's coming to Oklahoma just to sit and chit chat with me. Nah. Now, if I lived in one of the places where it's already a lot of people, I lived in Houston, if I lived in Atlanta, where everybody is, yeah. But living out on Route 66, I want to come out here. Supposed to be at work. However, I told my district manager the other day, he scheduled me to work like 20 miles from my house. Monday through Friday, I can only work at stores that are close to my home because I have to pick my kids up. I work in different stores. That's fun. And, it's like if I'm scheduled way out there, most of my day I'm not going to even be there because I got to go pick my kids up. He's like, okay, I'll fix it. He didn't fix it. Hey, fix the meat. So I basically went out there, set up my booth, went and bought a couple of the items that I was supposed to buy, set it up there, and then it was time to start driving to come back over here to pick up Rayon. Well, normally, if he if he schedules me at my location, my home store, it's around the corner. Like I'm literally 2 minutes from both of the kids' schools at my store. So normally, I go to work, I get set up, I buy my stuff, and then I'll start giving away samples or whatever. No, I'm not a delivery driver. And then when it's time to pick up Rayon, I'll leave, I'll come grab her, go right back up there, give away more samples for a whole another hour because Rayon and Shaylin get out of school an hour apart. And hey Edward, when it's time to go get Shaylin, I'll clean everything up. I'll go to Shaylin, drop them at home or my papa's or whatever, and then I go back to work and I finish my shift. Event specialist. See, you still don't know what I do. I work in marketing. I put it that way. Um, but where he has me today, 20 miles away, I can't come pick up Rayon, go back and work for an hour, and come back. I have to pick up Rayon, and then we have to go over there and sit for an hour, and then go. Which means by the time I get back over there, it's not hard. It's basically going to be time for me to clean up and go home. But he didn't take it off my schedule, so I do different things at work every day. Sometimes I cook, and I give people samples of whatever I cook. Sometimes I'm doing a makeup event where I'm showing makeup. Sometimes I'm showing toys. Sometimes I'm doing air freshener. I do, you know, all kinds of random stuff that's just marketing. I don't know Edward because I had to come work at this far off store, and today's Halloween. So I might not get to do it until tomorrow because I had to go. That's not true. That's not true. They can't tell if you have sound on or not. As long as the video is actually playing, you get hours. Because think about it this way: people watch videos that can't hear. People watch videos that cannot hear. They read the subtitles. They're still watching videos. It has nothing to do with the sound. As long as the video is actually playing, you get the watch hours. People say a lot of stuff. People say and make up a lot of foolish stuff. Sorry, my phone rang. People say and make up a lot of stuff to discourage people and to make people quit and get up and give up. Just like they tell people, if you don't have, 4,000 watch hours within your first 365 days, that's just it. You don't get it. You can never get monetized. You can't do. It's just over for you. That's a lie. People make up stuff. They lie. People love to try and get you to quit. If you want to know what's real, all you got to do is go into the YouTube um, and read it for yourself. Read it for yourself. Hey, MCK baby, how you doing? Read it for yourself. Don't believe that foolishness. Now, what is true people can only watch your videos so many times, and then it doesn't count it as a new watch anymore. I'm not sure how many times it is, but there is a cutoff point of the same IP address watching the same video. You'll still get credit for the commercials, but it doesn't count as a new watch. So I don't know how many times, if it's 3, if it's 2, I don't know how many times it is. But only so many times of watching actually records as a new watch. That's why people can't just turn their own playlist on every device they own and just play it and 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 play it, because it won't count it anymore. It only counts it like, a handful of times. I don't know how many times it is, but it's not a whole lot. And then it doesn't register as a new watch. You have longer than that. I told you, every single day you got 365 more days. Every single day you got 365 more days. I started my channel, what I tell you was 9 years ago, 10 years ago. I got monetized this year. You don't keep all your hours. You lose 366 days ago. You lose one day. Whatever was watched 366 days ago is the only thing that drops off. You lose one day. And that's literally the hours that were watched on that day. Hey, Cheryl. Right, exactly. The only way that really, really matters to you is like if you are one of those people who went viral on one video, right? Let's say you had one video go viral and you never made another video, okay? You never made another video. So your video was viral for, let's say, a month. For 1 month, you had a viral video where millions of people were clicking on that video every day. Well, 365 days after the first day, you lose one day out of that month. The next day, you lose one more day out of that month. The next day, one more day out of that month. Eventually, after 30 or 31 days, you're going to lose all those hours from that 1 month when everybody was looking. And if you haven't bothered to make any more videos to get any new watch time and nobody's clicking on that old one anymore, that would be someone who lost monetization. See what I'm saying? I'm just sitting here eating this okra, y'all. I'm going to give Rayon the other 2 chicken strips. She likes mustard more than I do. Because where I'm working today, actually out in the area where I normally take the kids. Yeah, I was telling Stefan about you. He keeps saying he's gonna lose his hours when he hits the year, and I'm telling him that's not true.
Hello.
How is
Hot food for the east.
Yes, you can have it. Can't have a drink, sorry.
We have chicken tenders, turkey.
Yeah, those are different though. Those are honey butter biscuit tenders, but really they're just biscuit tenders because there's no honey in the batter. It's a lie. Oh, look at the puppy.
Oh, but that's a puppy.
It's a German Shepherd puppy. It's not a full-grown dog.
Oh, it looks good, a big puppy.
German Shepherds get big. Those are the police dogs.
I always wanted German Shepherds.
That's what Grandma Kay had when I was born. That's why Granny took me away from Granny. Because Grandma Kay had those two German Shepherds, and Grandma Kay, Uncle Tony, and Simone moved into Mama's apartment along with the two big dogs. And when Granny came over there was hair all over me. There was hair in my crib. There was hair in my mouth. And she said, "Oh, no, ma'am." She took me away.
Wow.
That's how I ended up with Granny.
Has Granny ever tried to get you back or anything?
You never got to meet Granny. She's the kind of type of person that when she informed you of something, that's just what it was. You just kind of said, okay. You just said, okay. Because there was no denying whatever she had said. Either just cuss you out. Yeah, I'm driving in the country. She might cuss you out. She might reach out and touch you. She might pull a gun on you. She might grab a bat on you.
Sounds like
Remember I told you that Medea is very similar to Granny? Medea was very similar to Granny, minus the hoe and stripper stuff.
Oh, well, you don't never do something like that to a deer. Because you ain't telling what she gonna do.
But Granny was, always strapped up until I was about probably 11, 10 or 11. Up until I was about 10 or 11, Granny always had a gun on her. Now, she still had a gun in the house, guns in the house when she died. But she physically had a gun on her body. Till I was about 10.
Why'd she get rid of it?
Oh, she didn't get rid of it. She just didn't carry it with her all the time. Remember when we moved here, I gave it to Uncle Rodney? Yeah, Yeah, I still had it.
There's a scary gun in our house right now.
You better believe it. It's not that one, though.
And there's like, it's either in the closet or like in the closet in the living room or in the basement.
There's basement.
Not a basement, but in the attic.
No, trust and believe. Our family's from Texas, baby. We got guns. We know how to use them. So is that. Hey, Prime. Let's say his name. What did I miss? Hey, come here. Oh, yeah, my granny was packing. My aunt and my uncle always say that my granny is the reason why when you go into the airport, you got to walk through the metal detector. Because my granny flew with Pearl right here.
What is Pearl?
That Pearl handle pistol.
Oh.
My granny always had Pearl right here. When we moved, Pearl was next to my bed, under the head of my bed, actually, the whole time we lived in Texas. But Pearl had not been cleaned in no telling how long.
That's a clean gun.
Yes, just a clean gun. Yeah, she had a very pretty gun. Pearl handle pistol. Silver pistol with a pearl handle. Revolver, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it had been so long since it was clean, like there was green in there, like around the bullets and stuff. And I didn't want to mess with that. So I gave it to my uncle. I gave it to my uncle because, you know, he got way more gun training than I have. Being in the military, being in wars, I let him clean Pearl up and stuff. I think the last time that gun had been cleaned, my granny had given it to her brother to clean, and then he didn't want to give it back. And there was a whole big old knockdown, drag out family feud over that gun. She finally got it back, but I don't think it ever got cleaned again after that. Because, I mean, that was when she was probably like in her 20s when that fight happened. So that's a lot of decades. Yep, my granny had, hey Keith, hey backyard. My granny had, Pearl was always up here, but there was a rifle behind the front door, a rifle and a bat. There's a bat at every door, a club. There's a rifle behind the front door. There was a pistol behind the headboard of my bed. There was a rifle under her bed. There was a rifle in the closet in the hallway. There was a pistol in the garage. Hey P, how you doing? Hey Sarah. She believed in the right to bear arms. And I guarantee you right now, all those guns are in my papa's house right now. Guarantee. I'm good. How are you, backyard?
That's it. You have to have a gun license to get guns.
Not in Texas. You have to have a even here right now here you have to have a license to get a pistol or a revolver. You don't have to have a license for a rifle.
Oh, right?
Because rifles are for hunting. Anybody can go get a rifle. Anybody can walk into Walmart if you are over the age of 18 and have a valid ID. You can walk into any store that sells rifles and buy a rifle.
That should not be allowed.
That's in Oklahoma and Texas. And I'm not sure what other states are the same. Thank you. I'm not sure what other states are the same, but yeah, everything's fine. We're talking to where are you, Prime? What state are you in? Talking about my grandmother, my granny, the woman that raised me. I said North Carolina. Oh, yeah.
No, what happened if you were 13 and you tried to deny whatever Granny said?
She'd have knocked the crap out of you and snatched your soul.
Or did she ever snatch your soul?
I wasn't stupid enough to talk back. I got whooped for stuff that other people did. I certainly wasn't gonna do nothing myself. I did not like getting whooped. And I had bad cousins who I always had to get a whooping for. And I didn't like that. And I told you, what did I tell you the family used to call me when I was a little girl?
Jeez.
No, that's Poppy. What did I tell you the family in East Texas called me? Alta's mom, Bridget's mom, Lisa's mom.
Oh, no.
They called me Edith Bunker.
Who's that?
From All in the Family. You never saw the Archie Bunker show?
Wow.
Yeah, you have him. But his wife, see how she was around him? How she's jumpy and flinching? That's how I was around Granny when I was a little girl. If I was standing next to Granny in the kitchen doing something and she would move too fast like that, I'd do this. Because I thought her hand was going to come flying. And so Alice's mom, Lisa's mom, Wanda, they used to call me Edith Bunker. They'd be like, hey, Connie, you done messed that little girl up. She just flinching like Edith. I was like that probably until I was about 11 or 12. So I got that one too many whippings that I didn't deserve. And I finally was set up and I ain't flinched no more. And that was when she said I made her nervous.
Because you didn't care?
Because I just stared at her blankly. And when you get hit for something that you didn't do, when you get hit for something you didn't do enough times, you finally get to the point where you're just like, I just don't even care anymore.
I got hit for something I didn't do, and I was very upset. To this day, I would like to whoop that person and see if they like it and tell them that they did it.
Who was it, Poppy?
Yes.
Poppy was
to make up all kinds of crap, talking about little boys and everything.
He made up everything. I remember that day I was over. Y'all were in Houston. I was over Donnie's house, helping Donnie clean out the garage, and all of a sudden I get a phone call. Was it from Uncle Rodney? I don't remember if it was Uncle Rodney or Papa. But one of them called to ask me where I was, and I'm like, I'm at Donnie's house, helping her clean out the garage. Well, how long have you been there? And I'm like, I've been here since yesterday. Oh, okay. Well, your dad said he went to the store, and when he came back, you've been in his house, and you broke a hanger.
Oh, I remember.
And you left it on the floor. I'm like, what? He said you came in his house, you broke a hanger, and then you left it on the floor so he could see it when he came home. So I drove 17 miles to break a plastic hanger and then go back home? For what? For what? And then I think the following day is the day that I went over there and took a swig of NyQuil.
I remember.
NyQuil is delicious. NyQuil is delicious, so you just want to drive 17 miles to get a good swallow of NyQuil and put it back down. Past 40, 50 stores on your way that you could buy your own NyQuil, but you get your good swallow.
I remember when he said that he didn't want you over there because you came in his backyard and you let Max out. Because we had to go chase Max down, and he said, your mama been in my backyard. And it was right after we just watched him escape when Poppy had opened the gate up.
He truly was psychotic. He just had the craziest crap just pop in his head that made no sense at all. Caleb.
He said that Uncle Caleb broke the freezer. Did he actually break?
Well, he did do that because he sat on it. You don't sit on freezers. They're not for your butt. They're not to hold 200-pound men. Like, you don't go sit on a freezer. It's not a seat. And he did break the chair. Now he really did that, but no, he said like same kind of thing. Uncle Caleb came in his house and he took some NyQuil. He took a swig of NyQuil too. He took some NyQuil. And what else did Uncle Caleb tell me that he was informed that he did? I think Uncle Caleb took weed. He's going to weed stash.
Is Uncle Caleb even so sweet?
Yeah, but I mean, he can get his own. He's not going to drive. At that time, Uncle Caleb and Lauren were living way out in Norman or more.
2 hours away.
Not 2 hours, an hour. But he's really going to drive all that far for a little bit. Like, he's take it all. Like, a little bit. No. He's crazy.
Papa said that he didn't know what happened with you and Poppy because he said that Poppy used to take you everywhere he went.
He just lost his mind. He just completely those drugs ate his mind up. That's what happened.
He said that Poppy used to call you Chief all the time.
Those drugs ate his mind up.
But he also said that the last thing that Poppy said to him was, how are the girls doing in school? So Papa said, well, they're not in school. He said, I know, but are they A's and B's? And Papa said, yeah. And he said, well, that's good. Tell them I love them and tell Leilani I love her too.
He was sober when he died, though. There were no drugs in his system when he died. None. None. Not even weed. There was no drugs in his system at all when he died. He was completely clean.
Once they trying to say that he was on drugs.
That's why it took so long for them finally to give me his death certificate, because they just knew that that's what he died from. They just knew it was an overdose. No, he died from congestive heart failure, and he died in that hospital with y'all with congestive heart failure. Hey, Marilyn.
How did he end up with congestive heart and stuff?
Because Poppy had high blood pressure. He had cirrhosis of the liver. Poppy had a lot of stuff that was wrong with him anyway. And he was doing stuff that is not good for any of those issues that he already had. Doing drugs, drinking, none of that's good. But then when he started getting the congestive heart failure, that's like fluid building up in your lungs and your chest. And they told him he needed to stay sitting up to try and let that stuff drain. Well, when they told him he needed to sit up, he took the mattress off the bed and put it on the floor and started laying flat on the floor.
Why?
Well, he was just letting more and more and more fluid because he wanted whatever somebody told him. He did the opposite. He said, "You wrong," so he gonna prove him wrong. So he I don't know what exactly he thought was wrong with him, but he had made up in his mind of what was wrong with him, and it wasn't congestive heart failure. He kept saying, "There's nothing wrong with my heart. I can't breathe." But congestive heart failure doesn't mean it's your heart. It's your lungs are filling up with fluids, and that's around your heart. But he couldn't understand what they were trying to say. He's like, they not right. He was trying to sue somebody. He had all those notebooks and stuff that I brought home. It was him trying to collect paperwork and collecting all the stuff that he's getting from the different doctors, because he was gonna get him a lawyer and give all those papers to the lawyer, and he was gonna show them all this wrong. Every doctor I go to, I went to this hospital, I went to this hospital, I went to this hospital. Every single one of them was wrong, telling me I had congestive heart failure. See all of them wrong? See them? It is all wrong. They just agreeing with each other. They're just wrong. There's nothing wrong with my heart. I can't breathe.
I remember when you said that he had called Granny, and when they started talking about, or was it he called and was cursing and all of that, and then Granny hung up on him, and then he called back talking about the old days, and Granny told him that he should stop drinking, and then he said, okay, I'll stop, and then just hung up. You remember when he had that knife stabbed in there, and he said that it was for people just like Uncle Caleb. And then he was supposed to just knock you off of your feet.
He didn't get to do it though. He tried, but I didn't move. He couldn't understand that at all. He never could understand how he hit me in the face and I didn't flinch. That completely threw him for a loop. He was like, That's when he just started punching me in the arm over and over in the same spot on the arm to get me to let you go. But I had already dreamed that whole situation before I got over there. Yeah. I had two visions of what would happen. And first vision, I was supposed to basically bend forward and flip him over my back and let him land on that concrete. But I wasn't going to do that. So that's what he wanted. What he really wanted was for either me or your uncle to kill him. That's what he wanted. Poppy wanted to die, but he wanted to make one of his children do it.
Why? It's a horrible way to die.
That's what he had put in his head. That was what he wanted. He either wanted to go back to prison or he wanted to die. But he was going to try to make us kill him. That's why Caleb went over there that day, and he just all of a sudden attacked Caleb. No reason.
Then he like trying to stab him with that knife.
He did stab him.
And then he just told Uncle Caleb not to go over there.
Yep.
He just went over there anyway.
That was what he wanted. And then my second vision was for me to do what I do, just go down them stairs. So he couldn't push me, and I didn't flip him. And just call police. And I drove around the corner just because I didn't want him to run in that house and get done.
I thought there was only one gun in the house.
He did. I didn't want him to go get it.
I thought that was a gun.
It's shoot. It's not a toy. It was a BB gun, a pellet gun. But you can kill something with a pellet gun. You can kill a bird with a pellet gun. They do work. People hunt ducks with pellet guns. Little bad boys kill squirrels with pellet guns. They do work.
Yeah, I remember when the kids brought a gun to school. The day before, he said that he had a gun, and then he said, "Now prove it. I'll bring it tomorrow." And then he showed me the gun in his backpack.
Did he get expelled from school?
No, but that was when I was at work.
That's not good.
I remember when there were girls that were bringing knives to school and saying that they were going to stab everyone that they didn't like.
That's not funny. Psychotic people. That's why the school I didn't want to send you to, that security got bars at the door. You gotta watch the metal detectors. You got little psychotic children, psychopaths.
Psychopaths are allowed to be in public school.
Until they know you're a psychopath, you're in school.
Oh.
People are born psychopaths. And parents ignore the signs.
Yeah, there were the psychopaths that went on Dr. Seuss. She was very weak. Yeah, she said that she wasn't a psychopath. She said that it's just.
Oh, look at the cup. I got some Coke.
Yay, Coke. Is it ugly?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it actually?
Yeah. You know most of those Cokes were gone? All those Cokes that were there the other day?
Gone already? Oh, wow.
Mhm. I had to trade her coat that I got her the other day. She picked one that was too small. But I was tired of waiting. And I just let her pick it. But I knew my papa was going to be like, no, that's too small.
It's not ugly, but I didn't fully see it.
So fully see it now.
This is one of her I was looking at.
That's why I got it, just because of this part. I was like, I know she got that.
It looks like hair.
It feels like hair, but it's not. It's just after something. I got that because it was the closest to like what you already had. So like the one that I was gonna get you, the one that kept trying to convince you to get that Rockaware, all the black ones were gone. All that was left was the green.
Oh, wow.
Every single black one was gone.
They didn't have any GDs left?
Just the one, the all black one with the, it's not this kind of fur, but that funny looking fur hood. They didn't have any more of the same one that you had. They just had the black one with the, the one that's like your sweater at the top.
You said that
And
it was going to be ugly.
I didn't show you any ugly coats when we were there.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I showed you the Rockaware, which looked exactly like this, except it had the brown fur around it, which is like the one that you picked before. Yes. Because they still had the green one, which looks just like this, but with the brown fur and it's green. You frowned up at the green one, but they had the black one. But they had the black one. And then they had those Canada ones that look like this, but they got the Canada patch. All the Canadas were gone. The only thing they still had was some type of a North Forest. I don't know. It had a tree on it. It had a tree on the sleeve, but it was just plain. It like there was no like this has the gold. It was just all black. It was very very plain.
That reminds me that Kim Kardashian named one of her babies North, and now their last name is West.
Her name was West before they named her.
North, West, Lion.
Lion.
No.
What is Lion?
Lineup.
It's really soft though. Try it on. Let's make sure it's okay.
Why did I keep my last?
Because it was very small, man. That's the coat that I had Shaylin try on. You need a large one. Wait in here. Ooh.
Yeah. How does it look?
Much better. Zip it up. It costs $30 more than the other one, so I took $30 out of my coat money to get your coat.
How does this look?
Well, cap up. Very warm.
I keep this down.
Yes, cold.
It's not cold today.
It was earlier. It's warmed up now. It's 44 degrees now. But this morning it was 23 degrees. Your door's not closed. It was 23 this morning.
I can't wait until we go to Houston. We were supposed to go this summer. No, girl, one of my old friends at school doesn't like me anymore because I snapbacked at one of her friends that was being rude at me all week. So now she's like, "Yep, I don't like you anymore."
Okay, great.
But that's just someone else to ignore.
Oh, I don't share my bracelet. The camera came off. I gotta put it back on. Ever had one teacher say my first grade at trial. Like, I'm not your friend anymore. And I said, okay, fine. And then when I didn't care, this is like, okay, okay, I'm your friend. I'm your friend. Okay, fine. I gotta find myself. So,
I look ugly as a kid.
don't.
Over your eyes. Today's Halloween.
Yep. He has me working all the way out, basically where I'm taking y'all Halloween trick or treating.
And this one is
So, you want to go by the house and get your stuff and get dressed at Walmart?
yeah, because I also have to go pick up my makeup from home. So I'll just start waiting up my hair now.
And I told him the other day that I couldn't work at the store, so I spend most of my time picking y'all up from school. And he didn't take it off my schedule, so.
Sounds like your manager never listens to
Then
I remember
As long
when
as
you
you clock
said.
in and work, you get paid. So
I remember when you said that one woman said that she is not going to work on Sunday, so that's
Saturday.
Saturday. And he kept scheduling her for Saturday.
It's finally stopped that. But now it's scheduling people to work with me on Saturdays that I've never seen or heard of.
Now you have partners.
No, we just having these big events that require more than one person. Like Saturday, I have to do some kind of toy something because it's Christmas time. Christmas time is coming, so
Merry Halloween.
I have to do I don't know what I have to build this time. The last time we did a toy event, I had to build a train out of cardboard. I made a cardboard train, so there's no telling what I build this time. So unlock her door. But we keep having to build these huge displays, which really needs more than one person to get all that stuff put together and built. But it keeps scheduling me with people who either don't come to work or can't help me anyway, and I have to do it by myself.
You what if we schedule with you with Louisa?
She doesn't have a car. If you scheduled me with Larissa, I'd have to go get Larissa to bring her to work.
Have you heard from her?
Because I don't work out there anymore. Hey, Gloria.
I wonder if she still stays with that weird guy.
No, because they work at Walmart. He got him ice cream. Yeah, he sent me a message today telling me I'm working with somebody named Mary. I don't know who that is. It's somebody I've never worked with before. I'm gonna meet her at the customer service area Saturday. Why should I meet her at customer service? Why not meet her where our stuff?
There's a lot of boys at my school that have this hairstyle where, like, the back of their hair is partially shaved and the front of their hair they have bangs.
You need to braid your hair pulling this way so it can go under the wig. If you braid it forward, it's gonna be trying to come forward out of the wig.
I don't know how to braid it back.
Instead of holding your hands in front of you while you're braiding, hold your hands back here and braid so it'll braid it this way. Like, I don't mean it has to be down to your head. Just braid like that, but put your hands back here and braid this way so you'll be pulling your hair in that direction. Like when you braid the back of your hair. How do you hold your hands when you're braiding the back part of your head?
Like this.
You pull it forward.
Just lean over.
You gotta learn how to braid from the other side.
Well, I don't have to, but I. Well, that's why I don't need to braid. Like
You don't have any money, so how you gonna hire somebody?
I said, what if
And I said you don't have.
steal some of yours?
No, ma'am. little girls in the family. The last name is Brown. Sure. Oh. Because we didn't want to pictures of the sample to look at. All right. So I'll take y'all about a couple. Grab your costume, and then we'll head back out to where I'm working. Just say hi to the people. Alright. Yeah, Shaylin, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here. So let them get their costume and then head back out to work. So I can basically clean up. I may, depends on how bad the traffic is. Last year it was horrible. You wouldn't have been able to do anything. But people in the way. But I might possibly.
Traffic is really bad over there on Halloween now. It's boring.
So people keep parking their cars in the middle of the street and letting the kids, or getting out with their kids to walk. Like, no. If you're driving the car, then you stay in your car. You don't park in the middle of the road and then go walk down the street. Kids can't walk alone. You get an extra person to go with you to walk with the kids and stay in the car. Right? But yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Thumbs up and stuff and share. And like I said, I'll do the chili video tomorrow before I go to work. Because I'm not going to drive all the way back out here again before I drive back out there again to take them trick or treating. Just wasting gas too far. So, chili videos tomorrow, y'all. Before I go to work, I'll drop them off at school and then I'll do the video. Take your time. I mean, oh yeah, they don't have school, so when I get up in the morning, I'll start the chili. They're off. They have no school tomorrow. So yeah, I'll do the chili video in the morning before I go to work. Then tonight we may be back. Let's y'all see some trick or treating. All right, y'all come back here. Yeah. Bye, y'all. Bye, Prime. Say bye, George. Say bye, George. Say bye, George. Sorry, Y'all, Georgia's gone crazy. So you're not going to get a buy from her. Hello.